The 3 U.S. detainees that were released by North Korea have landed back on American soil. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has brought them home after meeting with Kim Jong-un and senior officials in Pyongyang. And they were welcomed back by President Donald Trump himself. The plane landed just a few moments ago, and Donald Trump was seen going into the plane, but they had not yet emerged from the plane itself. Now, we will look into these developments and more with an expert in the studio later. Oh, we are just getting news that the detainees are coming out right now. We will show you the pictures now. As you can see, we have one of the detainees shaking hands with Donald Trump, and of one person behind as well doing the classic Ronald Reagan Nixon peace sign as they come out of the plane. Now, these are momentous occasions for these men who've been jailed for months, and President Trump just giving them a few words before they come down and meet, possibly have a few words with the press, but we will see about that. Now, as you can see, the three men who've been there in North Korea detained, we weren't sure when they were going to come out, and this moment has been teased for several days now. But finally, we got word last night when Mike Pompeo went to Pyongyang that they released with Mike Pompeo, who's also greeting them, I think, on the ground now, as we can see in the pictures. And with U.S. Vice President Mike Pence as well. These were perhaps scenes we couldn't have imagined just a few months ago, when tensions were at an all-time high between the U.S. and North Korea, with Donald Trump throwing insults and rhetoric at North Korea, and Kim Jong-un giving just as good back. The three men, this time at least, they're looking quite healthy and able to walk unaided, unlike the last time the U.S. detainee was released, the student Otto Warmbier, who was released in a comatose state as last time. Now, very happy scenes from the three men. Now, with Donald Trump has also been accompanied by Melania Trump as well. Interestingly, we're going to hear some words from Donald Trump now.
Everything's going to work out in the highest level. We want to thank Kim Jong-un, who really was excellent to the incredible people. They are really three incredible people. And the fact that we were able to get them out so soon was really a tribute to a lot of things, including a certain process that's taking place right now. And that process is very important. So we will see what happens. We have a meeting scheduled in a very short period of time. You'll be hearing about it soon. We have the location set, and we will see if we can do something that people did not think was going to happen for many, many years, and a lot of bad things could have happened in between. So I just want to say this is a special night for these three really great people. And congratulations on being to this country.
How does it feel to be home?
How does it feel to be home? How are you treated, sir? How are you treated?
And we are very, very happy. 어떻게 대우를 받았습니까? 북한에서 어떻게 대우 받았습니까?
How were you treated? You have to give me the answer.
어떻게 대우받았어요?
여러 가지 대우를 받은 것은 있습니다만은 첫째 노동을 많이 했고 또 병이 났을 때 또 치료도 좀 받았습니다.
Yes, we were treated in many different ways. For me, I had to do a lot of labor, but when I got sick, I was also treated by them.
Mr. President, how proud is the achievement?
My proudest achievement will be, this is a part of it, but will be when we denuclearize that entire peninsula. This is what people have been waiting for a long time. Nobody thought we could be on this track in terms of speed. So I'm very honored to have helped the three folks. They're great people. You know, I got to speak to them on the plane. These are great people. They've been through a lot, but it's a great honor. But the true honor is going to be if we have a victory in getting rid of nuclear weapons. No, not at all. We very much appreciate that he allowed them to go before the meeting. It was sort of understood that we'd be able to get these three terrific people during the meeting and bring them home after the meeting. And he was nice in letting them go before the meeting. I mean, frankly, we didn't think this was going to happen, and it did. So you could say we're a little bit of... It was a very important thing to all of us to be able to get these three great people out. And I must tell you, I want to pay my warmest respects to the parents of Otto Warmbier, who is a great young man who really suffered. And his parents have become friends of ours. They are spectacular people, and I just want to pay my respects. I actually called them the other day, and Mike called them also, Mike Pence. And they are really incredible people. I think our Secretary of State, despite the fact that the New York Times said he was missing, he was in North Korea, but I think our Secretary of State has done a fantastic job. Mike, did you know that you were missing? They couldn't find you. They couldn't find him. They couldn't find him because he was in North Korea. You know, it's funny. I don't want to comment on whether or not I spoke to him. Well, we're starting off on a new footing. This is a wonderful thing that he released the folks early. That was a big thing, very important to me. And I really think we have a very good chance of doing something very meaningful. And if anybody would have said that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, even a year ago, you would have said that's not possible. So a lot, I will say this, a lot of very good things have happened. Say it. I really think he wants to do something. I think he did this because I really think he wants to do something and bring that country into the real world. I really believe that, John, and I think that we're going to have a success. I think this will be a very big success. It's never been taken this far. There's never been a relationship like this, and we're starting from here. But I really think a lot of progress has been made, and we'll see what happens. We're talking about a few weeks. I guess many of you will be with us, but some great things can happen, and that's what we hope. So I want to thank you all. It's very early in the morning. I think you probably broke the all-time in history television rating for 3 o'clock in the morning, that I would say. But I want to just congratulate. These are three great people, and congratulations.
Have you gotten any sleep, or were you too excited?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Could happen.